Hey folks, JD here. First video for the channel. So just bought myself a D5600 Nikon camera, and really a lot of people say it's not about the camera, just use the phone you've got or whatever and get started. For me, you know, it never was, and that was never going to happen. So I needed the right equipment to sort of get this channel going, something devoted to the channel as well. So that's what this camera is. So let's have a look at what I've been working on, and hopefully I can keep you regularly posted every time I do a little bit of work on my wargaming, miniatures, terrain. Generally that's most of the content that's going to be on this channel. So this is a 3 foot by 3 foot board. It's made out of 12mm, what we call in Australia MDF. Well, I know it's called HDF or particle board in other places. Basically just that cheap board that's made out of sawdust and glue, and we've covered it with some spac filler, and I've just used a brush to sort of dab most of that on. Painted a very thin coat first, and then for the road section, like just here, I've actually dragged through just an off-cut bit of MDF, the same thickness as about, I think it's 2mm or something. The railway carriage, the coaches, stage coaches and stuff, the wheels on those are about that big. So I'll take you around to the other side of the board, and we will go for a bit of a tour, and hopefully it'll all focus as we go through. So coming through, we've got the main road with the tracks embedded in it. We have a little bit of terrace and balcony sort of gameplay. There is another story coming to that corner hotel. And this side here, another balcony up there. Another building, little shop there. And a ruin on the end. So that's that main road coming through. Zoom out a little bit, and then as we come through we'll have a railway track, which is a separate board, so I'm yet to sort of make that. It'll just allow me to glue these train tracks onto a separate piece that I can use on other boards and not have it glued onto this board, so that's why it'll be raised up slightly like so. And then just there, a bit of a view of the normal terrain, sort of muddy spac filler sort of terrain. We have the foreground brand laser cut windmill, the foreground brand laser cut water tower. The top of that is card, the rest is laser cut MDF. This building here is Sarissa Precision, I think it is. It's not as good as the foreground stuff. It's quite difficult to put together, not challenging, just there's not enough support pieces and you kind of have to hold things up in place, and yeah, just tricky in terms of gluing it. But I picked it up just to break up the foreground stuff. I don't want all foreground stuff. I want a mixture of stuff on the table. There's another story to this hotel coming, which has got a lot of rooms in the top story, and balconies just make for so much fun in this particular game. And you'll notice on this one as well, the walls, the interiors aren't decorated, which also means it's only single thickness, which I think is 2mm. So definitely not as sturdy as the foreground buildings, like this one here. We'll just lift this one up. Oh, let's just take the roof off first. 2-story. And good thing about these is you can see the interior there. It's got that extra detail. That's a separate piece of wood to the actual outside. So putting the two together, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it makes for a very sturdy, very sturdy box, which is also good for keeping other things in. And the doors on this, they all work, so that's always fun. And the back here, got the back steps, and go around to another building. This one here is foreground again. Let's have a look inside this one. Just a basic shop on that one. Just the front door on that. Single story. This one, the ruin, does have a door on the other side there. 2 stories, kind of. She's a bit burnt out. And if we come around the side, we've got stairs coming up to a door on that side as well, which opens. Now, miniatures for this are 28mm. So I'll probably just use my thumb to give you an idea of how big that is. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get too close with this. And let's just try an autofocus here. So this guy is American Indian, and he has a shotgun. He also has a horse. And I'm not putting the characters on the horse, we'll just lift these on and off the base when he gets on and off his horse. At the top here we have Shaman up here. Yeah, really not wanting to focus, are you? So you will have to excuse this first video. I'm still trying to work out the best settings to get this kind of movement handy cam autofocus thing going. Let's get a light in here, and you can see the guy on the right, American Indian, is one of the magical characters from this particular faction. He'll transform sort of werewolf style into a buffalo man. The actual werewolf transforms into a wolf, and that one actually has 6-inch movement. So most of the characters in this game have 4-inch movement, which is another reason why the table is 3 foot by 3 foot rather than 4 foot or anything. 4 foot would be maximum and you'd want to go, but 3 foot by 3 foot, and also with the 8-inch deployment zone, really you know, most characters moving sort of 4 inches, it's a slow crawl, so you really want to get into that action fast. So that's why I've gone for 3 foot by 3 foot on that one. Where are we up to? I'll be running a couple of guard dogs, just because I like that 6-inch again. So they're pretty cheap for the extra 6 inches. They're cheap in terms of putting the list together. There is another guy, Shaman there on the top. Oh no, hidden up here we've got, this will be hard to focus, so bear with me. There he is, a little sniper with a buffalo rifle sitting up on the balcony already. That's my faction. We also have, so there's 4 players. This game is getting played on the weekend, so 7 days or 6 days away. A few more buildings to come. We've got Chinese faction, we've vampire faction, and just straight cowboys, I think. So yeah, looking forward to a game of Dracula's America on the new board. I'll keep you updated during the week as we add a few more things. If you've liked the video, like and subscribe.